So let's start with the first question. Right. This is again on the expected lines. Ethics in public services has been the main concern of Kautilya's Arthashastra. Examine the statement, right? Obviously, this paper is quite descriptive in nature. That's the problem. Right. So let's take this question. Obviously, you know the Kautilya's main concern regarding the governance, right, comes from his book Arthashastra. So Arthashastra is the primary source, but what is this Arthashastra about? Now that is, you need not accept the statement as it is. Fine, though it is 10 marks, you can write the points which are in support, but you can also counter the idea through a counter perspective. Arthashastra is basically a book on statecraft. As most of you know, statecraft, realpolitik, focusing on realism, right, and not idealism. Those certain elements of, so we could start obviously with the core idea, right? How he visualizes the state or the state of nature, basically a similar idea to Hobbes, the 𝐃𝐨𝐰𝐧𝐥𝐸𝐬. So the state of nature is basically anarchic. That's what he calls the 𝗲𝐶𝐁𝐼, right? So concern of Kautilya, right? Ethics in public service. This is the core. So he visualizes state of nature as the anarchic 𝗲𝐶𝐁𝐼. So that 𝗲𝐶𝐁𝐼 can be overcome by a established system, right? Established system of authority. So in Kautilya's analysis, right, the primary role of the state is what? To create order in the society. And rule of law is also fundamental. Though for them, the rule of law was not the law and rationality that we talk about today. So he has primarily talked about this diplomacy, concern for power, and obviously the use of power in order to establish and maintain the control of authority. He visualizes king, the statement that he gives, in the happiness of his subject lies the happiness of the king. So only probably that aspect is more, seems to be more ethical, right? But yes, he believes that king has certain roles. What is the role? Palan. He wants to nurture people, right? He has the role of providing guardianship to the people, rakshan, protection of the people, 𝐂𝐨𝐰𝐧𝐥𝐸𝐬𝐬, welfare of the people. Okay, Swamin, acting as a Swamin, that is the Raja, the rural. Swamin here obviously gives a sense of somewhere who is the controller, right? So he does not totally think that king is only having a welfaristic perspective, right? Though he believes that yes, the law or the dharma and the law, the Raj Dharma or Rash Dharma, we use the word Raj Dharma actually, or Vyavaharika, the administrative laws, they are the hierarchical laws which will govern the state. And in that process, he also believes that the Raja is also to be regulated by the same law. In fact, Raja's role is to uphold the Dharma as the highest law. And that Dharma, I would say, was a religious Dharma, or you can assume as one ashram Dharma. So he has talked about various things, right? Concept of justice, nyaya, niti, dandaniti, right? Establishment of contak shodhan, criminal, legal or justice systems, and dharmaniyam, that is the civil system, civil law system. So he has obviously talked about various aspects, right? But on the other hand, when you look at his Mandal theory, or when we understand, or when he talks about elaborate aspects of how to control and centralize power, we also feel that somewhere he believes that the ends are important and not necessarily the means. So Machiavelli and Kautilya can be comparable in that regard. That is what Weber has said. So it is obvious that we cannot totally agree with this statement that yes, ethics in public services was the primary concern. Yes, though control, order, and somewhere regulation of the system was the primary control, right? Though he was talking about ethics as primarily the dharma which is established by the religion or the dharma which is followed by the king, right? So you could have written this idea. Would be much better answer, because the primary features of Arthashastra are real, politic and realism. You cannot deny that while you're writing the answer. Fine. So